I put $1,000 into 5 different investing apps, and one of them quietly cost me more than a stock market crash would have. Here's what I found, what surprised me, and which app I'd actually recommend to anyone starting from zero. I'm Zia-ul Haq, and I test financial products so you don't have to make expensive mistakes. Today, I'm ranking 5 of the most popular beginner investing apps: Robinhood, Webull, Acorns, Fidelity, and SoFi, across 5 categories: fees, ease of use, features, safety, and learning resources. Each one gets a score. By the end, you'll know exactly which one fits your situation and which one to skip entirely. Let's get into it. Robinhood is the app that introduced an entire generation to investing, and honestly, you can feel that in every pixel. It's built for one thing: getting you to place your first trade without overthinking it. Open the app and you've got your portfolio balance front and center stock search that actually works, and you can buy your first share in under a minute. No overwhelming charts, no jargon, just clean and simple. Here's what it does really well: zero commission trading, nothing to pay when you buy or sell, and fractional shares, meaning you don't need the $180 to own a piece of Apple. You can start with a single dollar. That's legitimately powerful for a beginner. But here's the catch: most people find out the hard way. If something ever goes wrong with your account, customer support is painfully slow. And when it's your money on the line, that's not a small thing. Great entry point, but the next app takes everything. Robinhood offers and adds something beginners almost never think about until they lose money. Webull looks more serious than Robinhood the moment you open it. Real-time market data, advanced charts, full news, feed right on the home screen. It feels like a professional trading terminal, and that's exactly the problem for a lot of beginners. But there's one feature Webull has that I genuinely think every new investor should use: paper trading. You can practice with fake money, make real trades, watch what happens, and not lose a single dollar while you learn how markets actually move. No other app on this list has that. It's also zero commission like Robinhood, plus it gives you extended hours trading before the market opens and after it closes, which most beginner platforms won't touch. The downside is honest: the interface is overwhelming. There is a lot happening on screen, and if you're truly new to this, it can feel like sitting in a cockpit with no training. That learning curve might stop some people before they even start. Powerful tool, but the app coming up next is the most misunderstood one on this entire list, and the math on it might shock you. Acorns works on one simple idea: you're already spending money, so why not invest it automatically while you do? Buy a coffee for $3.60. It rounds up to $4 and invests that 40 cents. You don't pick stocks, you don't watch charts. You just connect your bank account and let it run. It builds you a diversified portfolio of ETFs automatically, based on your goals and risk tolerance. For someone who finds investing stressful or confusing, this is genuinely the most frictionless experience of all 5 apps. But here's the number that matters, and most people completely miss it. Acorns charges $3 a month. If your balance is $100, that's a 36% annual fee. Let that sink in. 36%. For comparison, the stock market historically returns around 10% per year. You are paying more in fees than you could ever realistically earn until your balance grows significantly. That's not a knock on the concept, it's a smart product. But as a beginner with a small balance, Acorns is quietly one of the most expensive options on this list. Love the idea. The fee kills it for small investors. Yap. Number 4 is where things get interesting, because this one has been around since 1946 and it still somehow beats every newer app on nearly every metric. Fidelity has been around since 1946. That's not a trivia fact. That's 80 years of building trust while other platforms have come and gone. And the fact that it now lives in a sleek, beginner-friendly app is remarkable. Here's what you actually get: stocks, ETFs, mutual funds, retirement accounts, IRAs, Roth IRAs, and a cash management account, all in one place. The interface is clean without being dumbed down. You can go as deep or as simple as you want. Zero fees, zero account minimum. You can open an account with literally no money and scale up at your own pace. But the thing that sets Fidelity apart from every other app on this list is the learning resources. Fidelity has genuinely good educational content built in. Articles, videos, guided investing explanations that are actually useful, not just marketing fluff. And critically, retirement accounts. You can open an IRA directly inside the app. Most beginner platforms ignore this entirely, and it's one of the biggest long-term wealth-building tools available to you. The honest downside, it can feel slightly less exciting than the newer apps. Some features are buried a little deeper than they should be. If you need a flashy interface to stay motivated, Fidelity might feel a bit corporate, but the numbers don't lie. The highest score so far by a significant margin. Now, does the last app beat it? Honestly, I didn't expect it to be this close. SoFi started as a student loan refinancing company. It has quietly become one of the most complete financial apps I've ever used. Investing, banking, credit cards, insurance, loans, all under one roof. And for a beginner trying to get their entire financial life in one place, that matters. The interface is modern, clean, and welcoming. Commission-free trading, fractional shares, crypto, automated investing, everything you'd expect from a top-tier app. But here's what makes SoFi genuinely different from everything else on this list. Free access to certified financial planners, real humans. You can book a session and actually talk through your money situation with a professional at no additional cost. Every other app leaves you to figure it out alone. SoFi gives you a person to call. The limitation is real though. If you eventually want to get into more complex or niche investing, SoFi's options are narrower than Fidelity's. There's a ceiling. You might outgrow it. Incredibly close to Fidelity. So which one actually wins? And more importantly, which one is right for you? Here's the final call. There's no single winner here, because the right app depends on who you are. So let me make this as specific as possible. If you've never invested a single dollar and feel lost, start with SoFi. The interface walks you through everything, and the free financial advisor access is something no other app offers. Use that. Ask your daughter questions. Get a real answer. If you want the best all-around free platform, Fidelity is the answer. Zero fees, retirement accounts, elite educational content, and a platform that will never hold you back no matter how advanced you become. It's not just an app. It's the last investing platform you'll ever need. If you want to practice before putting real money in, Webull's paper trading feature is underrated. Use it alongside Fidelity or SoFi while you're learning. If you're considering Acorns, wait. Come back to it when you have at least $5,000 invested. The concept is smart. The fee structure is brutal on a small balance. Robinhood is fine as a starting point, but both SoFi and Fidelity do everything Robinhood does and more. My pick for most beginners, start with Fidelity. If you want guidance from a real person at least once, open SoFi. First, talk to an advisor. Then migrate to Fidelity as your primary account. That's the move. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me which app you're starting with or already using. I read every single one. If you want to know exactly what to invest in once you're inside the app, I made a full breakdown on building your first portfolio from scratch. It's linked right here, and it pairs directly with this video. Hit subscribe if this helped you. I put out new personal finance content every week. Practical stuff, no fluff. See you in the next one.